Elaine objected to the selection of jurors in the courtroom and was proved wrong. To select the jurors, there is a proper procedure to be followed, and the list of jurors arrives long before the trial. Elaine should apologize for her mistake, but she didn't. How do you think the jurors are selected? Do you think Elaine's objection is correct? Keep watching to know more. According to the information about how Fairfax selects jurors, the legal teams will already have all of the information about the jurors long before the trial begins. Elaine should have known about the age miscalculation at that point, but she didn't hesitate to speak up. Perhaps she knew she could use this against the court if they lost. Furthermore, each year Fairfax sends questionnaires to 55,000 randomly selected potential jurors. Then a jury pool is selected from that initial group and required to complete another questionnaire before voir dire. The questionnaire is the first step in the screening process for potential jurors. If more than 15,000 in damages is claimed, 13 jurors will be summoned. The attorneys for each side question you. If the judge believes you cannot make a fair decision, you'll be asked to resign and another prospective juror will take your place. The bailiff will provide the list to the attorneys once the judge determines that all potential jurors are qualified. Each side will take 3 names off the list. They are not required to provide reasons for removing these names. The jury will consist of 7 members if it is more than 15,000. Every year, the Virginia Supreme Court draws names randomly from the Fairfax area's registered voters. Potential jurors are chosen at random from voter registration lists. Approximately 10,000 potential jurors are randomly chosen at random to receive a juror questionnaire. When these questionnaires are returned to the court, jury commissioners review them. These names comprise the year's master jury list. Fairfax County, Virginia, if you have been summoned to serve on a jury and would like to complete the supplemental juror questionnaire online, please log in using the 7-digit juror number. Before the trial date, the court will frequently send a questionnaire to the jury pool to gather basic information about the jury pool. The attorneys may have reviewed these questionnaires before the trial date. In some cases, attorneys retain the services of experts to review these questionnaires and assist in jury selection. The attorneys will question potential jurors more thoroughly than the judge. They are looking for characteristics and experiences that might cause a prospective juror to favor one side or the other. The attorneys may remove a certain number of prospective jurors. Cause-related challenges: an attorney can challenge a person's right to serve on a jury if that person is biased and cannot be impartial. For cause challenges are generally unlimited. Prompt challenges: a preemptory challenge is used when there's no reason for a cause to exclude a juror, but an attorney does not want the person to be seated as a juror. When using this challenge, the attorney is not required to provide any reason for excusing the juror. An attorney is limited to 3 preemptory challenges. Jury panel. A group of prospective qualified jurors is summoned to a courtroom to be selected as a jury. A jury pool is a group of prospective qualified jurors who appear for selection to trial jury panels. Civil trials in Virginia Circuit Court require 7 jurors. Jurors are chosen at random until a panel of 13 is formed. Any person called a juror might be examined under oath by the judge and counsel for either the plaintiff or defendant. If due to the questioning, one party's counsel believes that one of the panel's 13 members is unfit to serve on the jury, a motion is filed asking the judge to strike such a person from the panel for the cause. If the judge agrees and strikes such a person for cause, a replacement is chosen randomly to take their place. After the judge determines that all 13 members of the panel are qualified, each party issues preemptory strikes. Each party has the right to remove all 13 members of the panel, leaving 7 jurors. To this silly objection by Elaine, fans trolled her for her lawyering skills. One user says, "Only California comes to mind. The jury pool is drawn from DMV records or voter registration, so age is never an issue." Another user added, "The defendant was overconfident in her ability to win because she had snowballed one UK judge. She is now grasping at straws." Another wrote further, "When you get your jury notice to serve, etc., you've already been vetted somewhat, and attorneys know everything about you when you've called to be vetted again in the jury box. When you check in for jury duty, they check your ID. Please, give me a break." One more said, "Just implying corruption." And yet it was Amber playing hide the salami with one of the world's most powerful men. One more says, It wouldn't surprise me if they realized the despairingly during the voir dire and chose not to say anything in order to keep it in their back pocket for later. Or maybe I've just become suspicious with all their shenanigans. Another furiously says, I'm not ruling it out, but it would be a risky move because Depp's team would have discovered the discrepancy as well. Another wrote, Elaine is doing something very evil in my opinion. You can't tell someone's age just by looking at them. Some appear older than they are, while others appear younger. This is a living person with feelings, and no one wants to be labeled a liar without evidence. One user wrote, I can't believe I'm reading perjury penalty directed at anyone when the defendant has perjured herself in 3 different countries. They must compel her to pay the penalty before any further post-trial arguments can be heard. She filed a countersuit for $100 million. Disgraceful behavior. One user hilariously stated that, whatever happened to AH's therapy notes, that she was writing about in her interviews a couple of weeks ago? All gone quiet. Did that evidence fall flat on its arse as well? Surprise, surprise. Returning to another scrap at the bottom of a barrel. What do you think about the selection procedure of jurors? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe for more.